Hey everyone, Gary here again. Today I'm going to talk to you about ammonia. No, I'm not. Okay, today I want to talk to you about the nitrogen cycle. You may have heard people talk about their tank isn't cycled or cycling an aquarium. I'm going to explain to you what that means. It's not that complicated, but it is important. In your aquarium, you have your fish, and as you feed your fish, what goes in must come out. So you got fish waste in there. You also have uneaten food, any plants that die. It all goes in and it becomes ammonia. Now, ammonia is extremely toxic to fish. It'll burn their gills so that it makes it difficult to breathe. And that, I believe that gill damage from ammonia burns does not fix itself. Very, very bad. Luckily, there's a bacteria that'll fix that for us. It'll take the ammonia, turn it into nitrites. Nitrites also extremely toxic to fish. There's another bacteria that'll take the nitrites, turn it into nitrates. Nitrates are not nearly as toxic. You want to keep them low. We use water changes to get rid of those. Now, when you cycle in the tank, it has none of those items in it. You start putting ammonia in there, and your ammonia levels go up, and then your nitrifying bacteria starts, and it starts taking that ammonia and turning it into nitrites. That goes up, and that goes down. Eventually, your ammonia goes down to nothing or almost nothing, and your nitrites are through the roof. That's bad as well. But what happens right after that is you have another type of bacteria that turns the nitrites into nitrates, and it starts taking care of that. Now, once you have zero ammonia, zero nitrites, and some nitrates, your tank is cycled. You can put in there, you can go ahead and start stocking your aquarium. Don't put 40 fish in there all at once, because your bacteria cannot keep up with that. It'll start going back up, and you'll have ammonia show up in your aquarium again, and you'll have what's called a mini cycle. That's bad for all your fish too. Even though your aquarium's cycled, they can still have that mini cycle. Now, there are a lot of places that this bacteria can grow. The best places is on your filters. On this aquarium, I don't think you can see it over here, but I have a power head with a small sponge filter. The bacteria on that sponge filter, that's a good place for it to grow. Also, I have down below, I have a canister filter. I have a sponge filter on the intake for the canister filter. On the sponge filter on the intake, and all the biomedia in the canister filter is all places for the nitrifying bacteria to grow. Also, as I explained in my other video, where when I moved an aquarium and it was already cycled and I wasn't expecting that, and I explained in there how that could have happened. Well, what happens is you also have nitrifying or beneficial bacteria on all your glass surfaces, on all your gravel, on all your rocks, decor, all your plants, everywhere is where all this, it's all covered. Now, the majority of it is in your filters, on those sponges, simply because they are porous and they have more surface area. That's what they're designed to do. So, I'll put a link to that. Here's the link for my other video on moving my quarantine tank. Now, let's say you have a 55-gallon aquarium with one fish in there, and it's cycled. You've cycled it, you've gone through, you've tested it with your test kit, and you have zero ammonia, zero nitrite, and let's say 10 nitrate, which is perfectly acceptable. Anything. I like to keep my nitrates under 40, but a lot of people say 80 is acceptable. The lower, the better. Now, you got that one fish in there, everything's fine. If you go ahead and dump 40 more fish in there, you say, oh, my tank's cycled, so you dump 40 more fish in there, it's not going to be cycled anymore, because the amount of bacteria it grew to take care of the bio load from one fish is not enough bacteria to take care of the bio load from 41 fish. It's just not going to work, and the tank is going to recycle. You've got a good start because you already have some, but that is a lot of bio load dumped in there. Everything, all the fish, shrimp too, snails, they all have a certain amount of bio load. In general, the larger the fish, the more bio load there is. And that's really pretty much it. There's not a lot to it. You get your fish waste, it's ammonia, your nitrifying bacteria turn the ammonia into nitrates. More nitrifying bacteria grow, turn the nitrites into nitrates. When you do your water changes, I like to do 20% every week. That's just me, regardless of whether they need it or not. It puts more nutrients in there for the plants. The plants love it, the shrimp, everything. They just love fresh, clean water. The lower you can keep your nitrates, the better, in my opinion. This is all my opinion. If you're still not quite sure what I've been talking about and you need a little more help, I'm going to leave links to a couple more videos that I really liked, and that'll help out. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to share. Hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell so you'll get notified when there's a new video, and thanks for watching.